Hello, welcome back to Tarot by Lodestone Productions, where we help you discover your true north. I am a DT, and this is a message for whenever this message reaches you. Because Spirit is not bound to our time and space continuum. And so, the only time by which we tell time is divine time. Dig what I'm saying? So, let us check our spiritual voicemail and see what's what. Shall we? Do let's. Here we go. Back with the Five of Blades again. Coming in hot. Okay. Ace of Elixirs and or Cups. We've got the Four of Rods and or Wands, 10 of Coins, 7 of Coins, and 6 of Cups. Okay. All right. Let us check the viewfinder. Make sure everything is lined up as she should be. Looking good. Looking great. All right. Let's get this party started. All right, so we talked about yesterday saying the right thing to the wrong one at the right time. All right. Jeez. A switch was flipped for a lot of you. Switch was flipped. Actually, okay. Can we talk? I'm just going to go ahead and tell the story. I'm not going to worry about whether or not what I'm saying is all encompassing or not. For those of you who are new to the channel, hello, welcome. For those of you who have been here for a while, welcome back. And I do normally take a lot of care to not predict the future. But I'm here and just give it to him blood raw. Okay, so that's what we're going to do today. All right. If the energies are reversed, reverse them. If the pronouns are different than what you're dealing with, reverse it. Okay? It's just the energy. It has nothing to do with how a skin suit goes to the loo. All right? Let's just clear that out, because this is too much of a story to tell. So, popping off at the mouth. You thought you did something with that one, didn't you? Basically, what they did, excuse me, was reacquaint you with how much you fucking love yourself. Got you tapped back in with your Ace of Cups, and now you've got this foundation like, oh yeah, that's right. This is where we're supposed to be. Not dealing with all of this tomfoolery that's going on over here with all the yep. You know what? No. I love me, and that is the basis upon which I will build my home, because you know what? That's profitable for me. 10 of Coins. It's profitable for you. Okay? You stay in tune with this, and as long as you have this as your foundation, the only other way to go is up. Okay? Even when it looks like even when it looks like there is a perceived loss. But again, with like the Seven of Pentacles, this is, investments, right? The stock market, it's just a sanctioned casino. It's just a casino, and instead of the games, we're talking about companies. Like, it's a gamble, okay? And this gamble that you are taking as far as this interpersonal reaction, this interpersonal interaction, get it together, this interpersonal interaction, the end goal is for you to be in a symbiotic relationship where respect is both given and received. That's the goal. And this Five of Blades, I don't know who this person is. Again, they must not be used to dealing with someone who actually deals in authenticity. But you know what? That falls in the category of not your problem. You're trying to reach this. And they really think they got it going on too. With the King of Swords. You know, it's different when you get these harsh words, and these harsh words are actually delivered by someone who genuinely cares for you and genuinely wants has your best in mind, right? I don't see that. What I'm seeing is someone that is very wrapped up in their own thoughts and thinks very highly of their own thoughts, but only until those thoughts are challenged. Only until those thoughts are challenged. And then once they reach the slightest bit of pushback, all of a sudden, that's why your mama don't wear no drawers. Like, dude, come on. Ma'am, come on. For real? We understand that you think a lot, okay? And like for some of y'all, I'm pretty sure that the reason that they think a lot was the only reason why you even put them in your stratosphere to begin with. But there are some holes here. If you are dabbling in Five of Swords energy and you perceive yourself to be the King of Swords, you are immersing yourself too much in plebeian affairs, baby. So either you are just a really loud plebeian that thinks real hard, or you are the King of Swords. Which is it? Because you can't be both. Yeah. Six of Swords. Listen, whatever is going on with Five of Swords loose mouth, you don't have time for it. I don't see you having time for it. With the Six of Blades, like Spirit is just like, come on, let's just get on out of here. Leave the I'll deal with this later, but you don't need to be on the 50-yard line for that. Let's just come on through here and give yourself some peace of mind, right? With the Emperor, because what you need is quiet. Quiet. I hates noise. I can't stand noise. What's the matter? You deef or something? The Emperor has much bigger fish to fry than to be worried about some little boy king, little girl king, or somebody with like a Napoleon syndrome because someone told them in their developmental stages that they wasn't shit and they just believed it. Somebody told the Emperor he wasn't shit either. He just didn't believe it. And because you chose not to believe it and to tap into your Emperor energy and say, you know what? I feel deep down in my heart that when it's time to move, it's going to be time to move. It really doesn't matter what it is that you have to say or what it is or how you think of or how they think of themselves. Like, it's just, there's a separation, and it's turning into a chasm, yeah. Because what you do know is that you have Queen of Blades, and you got Queen of Blades energy. There's no question about that. You know that you were born to rule. You know that Spirit is taking you away from this because this foolishness up here is a distraction. And because it's a distraction, you got to go. Queen of Swords comes in, is just like, are we done? Are you finished or are you done? You know, let me make that decision for you. Go off somewhere. Be better. Do better. With the Queen of Wands right behind her, she's like, hell yeah. And if you come back, I'm going to fight you again. Listen, just take the cut. Take the cut. Because my sister of air has already been more than generous with you on setting some things down, turning some things loose. Also, Spirit has already said that there needs to be some levels of separation between this unregulated emotion that's happening over here, right? The Queen of Rods says, yeah, I know I'm pretty. I know that I am magnetic. I get it. It's the warm glow of the fire. Bitches love me. Yeah. But the thing is, it's fire. It's fire. And Big Air has already decided that there needs to be space. And I'm going to back up my sister of air in her demand for space. Because she told you nicely, I won't. Queen of Wands will not tell you nicely. Damn. The Two of Cups. That's right, because they're clearing out room for something that is equitable, respectful, healthy, soul healing. We need to make room for this because there's something coming in that is new. Atoms are just now being split. We need to keep this in a sterile environment in order to give it a fighting chance. We can't have you in here mucking it up with your with their low self-esteem and bitterness. Oh, Jesus. All right, Three of Coins. Three of Coins. Hold on a moment. Let me look at that. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's really cool. Okay. So with the Three of Coins, that's about collaborating with others that are actually on the same level as you. Looking to build something that is greater than the sum of its parts. All right. Throwing it, yeah. Which is what you actually want. Nobody really wants to be the heavy and help someone fight their demons to their own detriment, right? It'd be different. I mean, yeah, like, we're all a little tapped out. You know, we're all a little, everybody got the 1,000-yard stare a little bit from focusing on other people's stuff and trying to bring other people in without taking care of ourselves, right? And then for the few that are actually taking care of themselves, they wind up collaborating with those who are already, for the most part, self-sufficient, and then they can build that way, right? Not always a romantic relationship. That's not what I'm seeing here. Basically, what I'm seeing is that your personal life may spill into your business life, but you're looking at growth from a business perspective when I'm looking at this Three of Coins. And it turns it to the 8 real quick because you're willing to put in the work. You're willing to get your hands dirty. You are willing to do what it takes to be able to actually achieve growth. And you're getting really efficient in doing so. With the Five of Wands, it gets difficult. There's a lot of things going on at once. You are looking in all different directions all at the same time. And sometimes it really feels like, you're getting mollywopped from all of this. It's a learning curve. It's a learning process, right? When I talk about like the Five of Wands in particular, I'll talk about it being like a training environment. Or, okay, so there used to, I don't even know if it's still on anymore, bar rescue, where they would go in, they'd see these bars that are just like falling apart, and the guy comes in and sees what's wrong with the place, fixes it up, right? Sometimes they get a remodel, they get a new menu, clean up the kitchen, blah, blah, blah. And then they do what's called a stress test with all of the new things that are put in place, with all of the staff actually trained. And then he will come in and like flood the place and give them, like a very, very busy, stressful day. That stress test is what I'm seeing with the Five of Wands. Because you have decided to put some distance between you and the Boy King, and you've regrouped and saw some actual growth, because you're seeing this growth, it's kind of like more money, more problems. So you are learning how to manage more resources than what you've been used to previously. Sometimes, that does mean, yes, I am talking about money, but also the lessons that you've learned and how you actually need to level up, because we talked about that too a couple days ago, remember? All right, so with the Five of Elixirs, it is going to have you questioning yourself. Five of Cups, it's going to have you questioning yourself, looking back on when shit was simple, right? If you look at this card right now, 3 of the bottles are covered, which symbolizes the 3 cups that are turned over normally, like in the Rider-Waite, the 3 cups that are like, off and in the ocean and broken and all that. But you still have 2 more here, which ironically is also the Two of Cups. So yeah, while you're in this stress test, it's quite normal and quite human to look back and be like, man, I wish I could have just stayed ignorant. Yeah, really? Let that be a fleeting thought, because staying ignorant is what got you front and center with Little Mr. Little Miss Loose Mouth. Just gonna say whatever. Don't tell me Rocco's a rock. I know. And then we've got the Nine of Cups. So recognizing that, okay, so it looks like this is just, we're not, it's, you could have stayed ignorant, but you didn't. And so because you're choosing not to stay ignorant, you've also got this quantum leap to the 9, from the 5 to the 9. You've got wishes, bliss, love, joy, and then 7, 8, 9. It just gets better. 6, 7, 8, 9. Like the crowds only get bigger from here. Joe Perry. You're finding yourself in a decent place to be. This is not a place where you start to get haughty, be like, ha ha ha, I made it past this, so you, sir, you, ma'am, can go poop in a hat. It's not that, but if we're really just going to be honest, you can kind of give yourself a high five from jumping from 5 to 9 and keeping your scruples intact, because it very well could have gone a different way. All right, with the 8 of Swords, it very well could have gone a different way. You could have kept yourself just bound and gagged by your own limiting beliefs. Wishing you had stayed ignorant would keep you here. Just stuck. Unnecessarily, mind you, because it's not even like stuck. It's just the illusion of being stuck, with the Eight of Blades. Yeah. You're actually in a good position, but because this 9 is not the 10, you think that you've stalled out. Collective. We know better than that. We know better than that. Absolutely. 6 of coins are right here, right behind it. There is reciprocity here. You are actually able to give and receive. You're not in this horrible position that the Eight of Blades on its face would have you think that you are. Yeah. All right, we got the Hangman coming up. And a releaser. I'm hearing that's all we'll ever be. We're just this, and that's all we will ever be. Like, I know that the Hangman, it talks about surrendering and releasing, and also coming to the conclusion that you're not going to see this again. But surrendering and releasing is not the same as giving up. Hi, pretty kitty. Hi. It's not the same as giving up. Surrendering is about getting yourself out of the way so that Spirit has the room to move in your life and clear out paths that you would not be able to clear out yourself. Okay? If you ever like when my children were little, right? They used to wear overalls a lot, and there were several times when I would snatch them up by the back of their overalls to get them out of harm's way. Nothing they could do about it. All of a sudden they were running down the street. Next thing you know, they're airborne, looking at mom while the car goes by. And that's what I'm getting here with this Hanged Man. It's kind of like Spirit just kind of getting you out of the way so that they can do what they need to do. Okay? Because the Knight of Pentacles is here. There's a long-term blessing coming through to you. Long-term. Remember to play the long game, okay? This is not a fast-acting knight. Think California redwood. Okay? They're really old. They are really old. But boy, when they get there, they are there. Yeah? All right. So we've got the Eight of Cups. Let go potion, despair, aura cleanse, soul journey, the void, wake up potion. Yeah, you might have put a lot into this situation. Really invested more than you thought you would need to, and you spent enough time in order to get enough lessons from this scenario. And now it is time to pack up your poop and move on. You can't sit here in this and think that it's just going to be cool, right? Because with the Seven of Cups, wow, we're just going to throw all the suits out, huh? Yeah, because the Seven of Cups let you know that there was an imbalance here. You don't know what you were getting into. And you won't know what you were getting into until you make a choice. It's like a roulette wheel with the Seven of Cups. You know, there's some great paths, there's some not so great paths, but you have to choose one. You can't just stand here and sample all the cups. If you sample a cup, you've chosen that path. Why, with the Two of Blades, I don't want to make a choice. I want to sample all the cups. You don't get to sample all the cups. You need to make a decision, collective. You've already made it. That's the best part about it, that you've already made it. You may not want to carry it through because it's going to be difficult and uncomfortable, but you've made it. So just go forth with the discomfort and see how all of this pans out. I mean, you've already made the choice. So walk the path until you come up with another place where you have to go away and make some more choices. I know we want to get it right the first time, every time, because, you know, we want to be perfect. We want to live this life of no strife. But collective, we're here to learn things. And you can't learn things without pooping the bed sometimes. But you got to be brave enough to do so. You know? It's skin suit to skin suit. I understand the trepidation. But this is not this energy here, that's not something you want to stay in all the time. Tina Belcher, even Tina makes choices. Like, you can't just stand there. Tina, turn the car. You're going to run into the pole in the parking lot. And then you got to go to the barbecue. You're going to have that look on your face. Like, you don't want that. You don't want that. Just make the choice. Follow the path. And you know, it might not even be as long as you think it is. That path might not take 20 years like the last one did. If you don't get out of here with the Queen of Cups, it's going to work out for you, because you've got this wisdom that you are able to impart after making this choice and going down this path. And oh, you are so close with the world. You are so close. Man, oh man. Man, oh man. See, and it's like that. You know how life gets. You get to a fever pitch and you don't want to do anything. You take that one step and all of a sudden the whole world opens up, the trees start singing, it's a brand new day and everybody's happy. You get your flowers. You get your flowers, and you get to balance not only what you've learned, but also what you get to enjoy, the fruits of your labor. Right? You've got initial growth in your heart. You get initial growth in your mind, and you get initial growth in your resources. It's looking. Get out, come on with all the twos, and then a brand new direction in which to move. Again, it's not going to be as long as you think, but you're going to have to make a decision. Come on with the sun, but it's working out for you with the sun. It's the happiest card in the deck. All because you decided, at least as far as what I'm seeing, All because you decided to not stick with what was familiar and to strike out and try something new. Get out. With the High Priestess, everybody log off. Everybody log off. So you have this happiness, this clarity, this clear path, right? And then on top of that, with all of that clear path, you get a boost in your intuition as well. What? Make the tough decisions. There's your goal. Make the tough decisions. Make the tough decisions. It's looking real good from here. Real good from here. All right. Thank you for taking the time to hang out with me today. And until we meet again, remember to be good to yourselves and to each other. I will see you next time. Bye now.